difference, fresh paint and that beautiful patio furniture made. So what was the inspiration for that space?
Well, Paulo, my friend and amazing painter, it was his place, and he wanted a beach vibe, but more of an urban European beach vibe. So it was a bit edgy with the black and white contrast, more streamlined furniture, and pops of retro vintagey colors, which was really fun.
He's seen it all.
Yes.
Because he is your friend, but also a painter. I know he painted our house. He's seen all the houses, so he knows what he wants.
Exactly.
And I think you did a phenomenal job in that garden. So we're going to see more of that garden later in the show, but let's talk about creating a privacy fence in your garden. If you're living in a neighborhood like we are, everybody can see into everybody's yard, so you kind of want to be able to demarcate some space.
Absolutely, and I think there's so many reasons why you might want a privacy fence. Like if a balcony, you know, obviously you might love your neighbors, but you just want a little bit of privacy sometimes, right? And sometimes you want to hide something unattractive in your sight line out there too, right?
And as soon as you put that up, you're like, no, this space is it's a sitting area.
It's mine.
This is the living room outside. So it's a great way to add interest. Let's talk about the design in this beautiful space.
Okay, so with this particular privacy fence, I like to think of it as being not too imposing. So I think 6 foot tall is a pretty good height.
And don't we have rules? Do we have rules about that? Like how high we can go in the backyard?
Yes, you probably do. So it is important to check your local bylaws. But I think 6 feet is kind of comfy because I just wanted to create an intimate space. And it's about how solid you want it. In a lot of cases, if you're using slats, be sure to give a little bit of space so that air can flow through. And in this case, I've got a beautiful tropical garden behind me. So I don't mind seeing through there. And again, even if it is something that you're hiding, if you just have a little bit of space, it just kind of softens that transition. So it's not so imposing. I think if this was something you're putting out kind of freestanding in the middle of your backyard, you'd probably need to use posts so it doesn't fly away. But a lot of people will add something like this to a chain link fence to make it look a little bit prettier.
That's nice.
So then you can just attach it really easy. But as far as colors go, again, you can just keep the wood natural. You can use lots of different natural stains. You might want to tie in with the house's cladding if it's closer to the home. And in this case, because I wanted it to be an accent, like an accent wall on the interior of your home, I went with color and pattern. So I used a few different Benjamin Moore stains. I used a semi-solid in briar wood, which to me kind of looks like what natural wood will look like after it ages and gets a lot of sun. So that's briar wood. And then I used a darker solid with, actually this is semi-solid as well, Spanish moss. So it's a nice brown. And then picante.
It's my favorite.
Isn't that awesome? A little bit. You don't need a lot, right?
Yeah, you just gave it a tad, and it makes it look very contemporary because you just put that color at the side. And then, of course, it ties it into this gorgeous furniture. So you were in Milan. What a life you lived, Sharon Grech. You went there for the design show in Milan, right?
Yes, and it was awesome. I haven't been in many years.
Were you inspired a little bit?
I was so inspired. I mean, certainly just walking around the streets and the architecture, everything's so colorful about Design Week in Milan. I've only been there during Design Week, so I'm sure it's colorful other times of the year too. But certainly the draw is the big design and furniture fair, so that was so inspiring and colorful. And then just all the pop-ups and showrooms. I mean, design really takes over the whole week, so it's awesome. So my inspiration cup is full.
So you came back and you were like, how am I going to bring some of that to this set? Because this is different. It's gorgeous.
Isn't it awesome? So I'm from Milan to the showroom at Jardin de Ville in Toronto, and I immediately saw that, and I was so attracted to it because, you know, I love orange. So the color certainly attracted me, but the retro styling is so fun, and the pattern, and it just, as you can see, it kind of inspired the whole set. So perfect colors, and I think that all of the furnishings are from Jardin de Ville, and I really liked that I'm still seeing a lot of mixing and matching. So I mixed in an aluminum outdoor table with a natural teak, so you get some mix of materials. This is super cozy and also very practical. It's a synthetic wicker, so it's really easy to clean and to keep and to maintain outside. So
love it. And what I say about these chairs is they're like a bum and a half.
Right?
So it's like just liberal. You got enough space for all the thigh and the bum, and you can even include another small bum beside you.
Absolutely. The kids can squeeze in there, or the puppy. My puppy would be right there.
Right in there cuddling with you. So I love that in the winter, you're still going to have that color on the fence. When you're looking out the window, you see the beauty still, even though everything around it is a little bit,
white and gray and
a little bit dead.
Let's not go there yet. Let's enjoy summer, right?
Beautiful space, Sharon.